Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallahu khaira for another very important question. What if someone in the family does not practice properly, or they commit a lot of haram, and their life is not free from major haram? For example, drinking alcohol or gambling, getting involved with women, cheating and lying, not praying, earning haram income. So whatever, one or more of those. So remember, a major sin, albeit quite painful to find out a Muslim who submitted to the authority of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and who considered Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to be their role model, would go against their teaching, and despite that it does not take them outside of the fold of Islam, provided that they consider those haram actions to be haram, which are categorically haram by consensus. They consider the wajibat, obligatory actions to be obligatory. Means they do not deny the fact that, for example, prayer is fard. If someone doesn't pray and yet they believe that the prayer is fard, someone doesn't fast or pay zakah, which is charity, and yet they believe it is an obligation, so they fall short of fulfilling that obligation, they remain Muslim. They are considered Muslim, and as such they are treated as Muslim for everything that they do, even after their death. So legally they are Muslim. Now, however Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would like to treat them, that's Allah's prerogative, and that will be seen on the Day of Judgment. So we do not need to decide how they would be treated. Rather, we can't say about anyone what is their ultimate outcome going to be, because this is nothing to do with us. That's not our responsibility. Our goal is only to look at outward action and whatever they apparently tell us or we understand from their lifestyle. So as long as they are Muslims, which means that they accept the obligation, they accept the authority of Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they still fall short of performing those actions, they are involved in some maybe innovations or any other haram action, even then they are Muslims, and Muslims should be treated like Muslims. Obviously you might not love them for their bad action, but as an individual you just treat them as you should treat any other Muslim with regards to their burial, their rights, and whatever is due upon them should be given with due respect. So if on the other hand they reject, even if they pray, but they say, I don't consider prayers to be obligatory, these 5 prayers in a day are not obligatory, I just do it because I'm in habit of doing it since childhood, or I just do it because I like it, not because this is an obligation. So if they reject obligation, then even if they perform it, they are outside of the fold of Islam. So one cannot reject the haram or obligation to be an obligation and haram to be haram. They have to accept it. We all have to accept that. Now, whether as a weak creation human being, due to our nerves and desires, we follow or not follow, it is a different matter. It's a big crime, sinful act. We shouldn't be causing any trouble like that. This is our promise. This is what we said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when we accepted Islam. But even if it falls short, this is not fulfilling the obligation, the responsibility, yet it does not take one outside of the fold of Islam. That is only Khawarij and Mu'tazila, their mentality. In fact, Khawarij considered anyone who has committed a sin to be outside of the fold of Islam, especially the major sins. And obviously that is completely erroneous and wrong understanding. Mu'tazila, on the other hand, there was another sect, a deviant sect from Muslims, still considered to be Muslim, but they believed that anyone who commits a major sin, comes out of Islam but doesn't enter kufr. They stay in between, in a limbo. But obviously that's all wrong understanding. So true understanding is, no matter how big a crime is, God would judge them, Allah would judge them on the Day of Judgment, as long as they consider that to be wajib and haram to be haram. They understand all the ma'lum min ad-din bil-darura as essential part of faith, then they are considered Muslim. Whatever is known by necessity to be part of the faith, they believe in that, and then they are Muslim. May Allah give us tawfiq to understand.